cards are fun. The questions are great. The contestants are ready. Let's not make them wait on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Thank you, Lois. Thank you very much, and welcome to Card Sharks. And thank you for joining us at home. We're in the middle. Thank you, Gene Wood. We are in the middle of a week of young people. They've been playing the game great. First of all, I want to thank for the opening poem Steve Taylor of Randall, Washington, who watches us on KNDO Channel 23. Thank you, Steve. Now we're going to open up the board and get to the cards. Go ahead. And Lois and Melinda will load in the cards. We have a game in progress with these young Card Sharks. Steve Friedland. Hi, Steve.
Hello.
Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Hopped up there on your little bike.
Yep.
No, you're not on a little bike. Oh, you are a little riser there, yeah. Won't you again tell us about Steve Friedland?
Hi, I'm Steve Friedland. I'm 14. I live in Palos Verdes, California. I'm starting Palos Verdes High School next year. Right now, over the summer, I'm doing Pippin over at Harbor College.
No, we didn't talk about that yesterday.
No, not too much.
How is it doing on the stage? Are you enjoying being on
I'm
the
having
stage?
a great time.
The first time you've ever done anything
No,
like
this is my third. Yeah,
that?
third.
You're an old, accomplished professional there, Steve. Nice
So
to
they
have you
say.
back. And Laura Ballard. Hello there, Laura. Nice
Hi.
to see you again.
Thank you.
And again, a little reminder about you.
Okay. Hi, my name is Laura Ballard, and I'm 13 years old, and I attend House School Junior High, and I live in Cerritos, California. And my hobbies are surfing, playing backgammon, and I like riding my bike and doing all sorts of things.
All those nice young people. And you said that you wanted to
Become a
be
pediatrician.
pediatrician.
Right.
Yeah. How long do you think it's going to take you to become a pediatrician? Have you thought about that?
I think it's about 8 years of college.
Oh, you've given it some thought, huh?
Yeah.
Nice to have both of you back here again. Now, you cut the cards at the beginning of your match, yes?
Right.
All right, we'll pick up where we left off. We play the best 2 games out of 3 for a match, and as I like to remind the young people, relax, because we're going to play 2 matches with the 2 of you. And right now, looking at the board, Steve has moved over. He has a 9 now as his base card. He needs 2 cards. Laura has yet to uncover a card. We pick up with question 2. Goes to you, Laura. Laura, we asked 100 women. Tell the truth. Do you like it when a man bosses you around? How many women said yes, they do like it when a man bosses them around?
No, but that's got to be a low number, because I know I'd hate to be bossed around by a man. No thank you. I like to boss him around, but not let him boss me around.
Oh, I see.
So I think that's going to be a low number, about 15. Yeah,
15 out of 100 women said they'd like to be bossed around by a man.
Gotta be
Steve, higher
higher
or lower?
than that. I mean, I'm not one who likes being bossed around, but some women are still insecure.
Oh, sure.
You say higher.
It's got to be higher than 15.
You say higher. If it is higher, Steve, you'll play your cards. If not, Laura plays hers. The actual number of women who like it when a man bosses them around is 17. There are a few more insecure. It's higher.
Okay,
and
change
Steve,
that card.
you're the 9.
Change
You
it.
win the question. You can change the base card. The 9 becomes an
Yes!
ace.
All right. Lower.
Lower than an ace. A 6.
Freeze. Freeze.
And Steve, being very conservative, will freeze. He needs 1 card for the game, and question 3 goes to you, Steve. Steve, we found 100 4th grade boys who have a dog. And we asked them, if you were stranded on a desert island for a year, who would you rather have as a companion, your dog or a girl? How many 4th grade boys would rather be stranded with their dog?
When I was in 4th grade, I had a dog, and I liked that dog. I just really did. And I wasn't too much into girls then, so I just think it would be a pretty high number. I'd say about 75.
75. What would your choice be now, Steve?
A girl.
The girl. 75 out of 100 would prefer the dog. 4th grade boys, Laura.
Okay, 4th grade boys, they can't, I know they can't stand girls. But when they get older, I know they start, liking them more. So I think, okay, now you said how many would rather be with their
How
dog?
many would rather be with the dog? He said 75.
Oh, I think that's going to be higher, because they love 4th grades just love pets.
Higher than that.
Right.
Audience doesn't agree with you very much. More than
I
thought
think
you
it's
were going to
higher,
say
though.
low.
I think it's higher.
And if our friends at home have made their decision, we'll find out. The actual number of 4th grade boys who would rather be stranded with their dog is 53. It's not higher, it's lower. Steve and the audience were right, and Steve with a 6.
Change that card.
And a big change, needing 1 card for the game. He's got a king
Lower.
for the first game of the match. Yes! Steve wins it, and he has game number 1. And Steve, you've got $100.
That's right.
Probably more than they're paying you to do Pippin, right?
I'm not doing anything, so
Not
yes.
doing anything for that. So you're making money here. We'll be back and see if Laura can win a game right after this. So game 1 going to Steve. And Lois will deal out same 2 decks of cards with the next cards off the top of the deck. We'll start game 2 with a question to you, Laura. Laura, we asked 100 psychiatrists. Generally speaking, should parents of a 14-year-old child spank him when he misbehaves? How many psychiatrists said yes, parents should spank a 14-year-old?
No, I think then they're a little too old to be spanked. I mean, like maybe put on restriction for a couple of weeks. But no, I don't think they should be spanked, no. So I think that's going to be a pretty low number, about 15.
15 out of 100 psychiatrists said yes, parents should spank a 14-year-old.
I still think that's going to be a little lower. Because I'm 14 and my parents never spank me. Because when they do, I'll just look at them and go, what are you doing? So I think it's going to be lower.
Oh, I think you'd know what they were doing, you see. You say lower. The actual number of psychiatrists who said parents should spank their 14-year-old child when he misbehaves is 6. Steve is right. It is even lower. What are you doing? Well, I'm turning over a card. You've got an 8.
Change the card. Change it.
Middle card becomes a 3.
Yes, higher.
Higher than a 3. A 6.
Higher.
Risking it higher. 5 is not higher. Break for Laura. She gets a free chance to play.
Okay,
A 2.
lower.
Lower than a 2.
I meant higher.
Higher than a 2. A 4.
Higher.
It is a 7.
3.
And Laura comes out on top on that exchange. So we move over the freeze bar. We'll fill in the spaces for Steve. And you got the question. Steve, we asked 100 fifth graders, is the Pope a man or a woman? How many fifth graders knew the Pope is a man?
Well, with all the coverage about the Pope and all that, I think that most of them would know that it's a man by now. So I'd say it's a pretty high number, about 65.
65 out of 100 fifth graders knew that the Pope is a man.
Well, see, I knew when I was in 5th grade, I knew it was a man, you know, because all that, like he said, all the publicity and all this, so that's a man. So I think it's just going to be a little bit higher.
Even higher than that? The actual number of fifth graders who knew the Pope is a man is 63. Not higher. It's a little lower.
Okay.
Well, Steve, a break for you on that one. I'm surprised.
Higher.
Higher than a 3. Yes, a 9.
Freeze.
And near middle card, Steve wants to freeze. We have question 3 for you, Laura. Laura, we asked 100 senior citizen men, would you like to be young again? How many senior citizen men would like to be young again?
Well, I know my grandmother, you know, she's not a man, but, you know, I know that she's always saying that how she wishes she was a child again because how much it was fun and how short it went by. So I think that's going to be a pretty high number, like maybe like 50.
50. 50 out of 100, Steve.
I think it's going to be higher than that.
Yeah?
I mean, everybody wishes that they were kids again, because when you're kids, you're free and all that. So I think it's going to be higher than that.
You say higher.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't get spanked.
Yeah.
The actual number of senior citizen men who would like to be young again is 63.
Right.
Steve's right. It is higher.
Okay.
And Steve, you've got a 9.
Change it.
And again, that all-important change because you won the question. A jack is better.
I'm going to go lower.
Lower than a jack. Yes, a 6.
Higher.
Risking it higher. It is a 7.
Freeze.
Now we move over the freeze bar, and we have an interesting board. Steve needs 1 card. Laura also has a 7. She needs 2. This is sudden death. Someone has to win this game on this play of the cards. Steve, we asked 100 9-year-old boys, if you dressed exactly like your mother wanted, would all the kids at school laugh at you? How many 9-year-old boys said, yeah, they dressed like mom wanted, that kids would laugh?
Oh, I'm almost sure that every 9-year-old kid would think about that. So I'd say it's going to be a pretty high number, about 85.
85 out of 100 9-year-olds said, yeah, everybody would laugh.
I get his point. Like, mothers, you know, sometimes they dress old-fashioned, you know. So that's a pretty, 80's pretty high number. So I'm just going to say a little lower.
A little bit lower.
Yeah.
The actual number of 9-year-old boys who said if they dressed like mom wanted, the kids would laugh is 52. Laura's right, it is lower. Now, Laura, listen carefully. It is sudden death. You have a 7. You won the question. You could change it and try to turn over 2 cards. Steve must play a 7 if you pass it to him, but he needs only 1 card. Your decision.
Pass.
You're going to pass it.
Okay.
Steve, if you call this right, you win the game and the championship, but if you call it wrong, Laura wins the game and ties it up.
Higher.
Is it higher? No, it's not. Laura wins it in sudden death and ties up the match. And some good strategy there by Laura, and we have a tie. Each player with 1 game. And Laura, you've got $100 now.
Right.
We set up for the tiebreaker with just 3 cards up there. 3 questions here. This will decide which one of you 2 nice young people goes for the money cards. Laura, we asked 100 police women, if you caught your mother speeding, would you give her a ticket? How many police women would give their own mother a speeding ticket?
That's a pretty hard question. Like if they find their mother, I think their mother would get pretty mad at them. But you don't want to, you can't, go against your rules, and because if you get caught, you can get fired. So I don't really know, so I think it's just going to be 15. I'm just going to say 15.
15 out of 100 would give their mother a ticket, Steve.
Oh, I think it's going to be higher. It's still, even if it is their mom, they still got to make it higher than that.
You
have to go with the low.
Duty first, right?
Yeah,
higher.
duty first.
The actual number of police women who would give their own mother a speeding ticket is 21. It's just a little higher. Steve, you got it. And Steve starts off the tiebreaker with a 7.
Oh, change it. Change it.
7 becomes a queen. Good change.
Lower.
Lower than a queen. A 2.
Higher.
For the championship. Higher. No. Another 2. And Laura is still in it with a free chance at a 3. Higher than a 3 and 10.
Oh, no.
Lower for the championship. No. Neither player could do it. We fill in the spaces. Question to you, Steve. Steve, we asked 100 men, when you take a bath, do you have a favorite toy you play with in the tub? How many men said yes, they do have a favorite toy they play with in the tub?
I think they really have a favorite toy, so I'm going to say maybe 55.
55 out of 100 men have a favorite toy.
No way. I think it's lower. I mean, they're a little old for, a little toy. So I just like a rubber ducky. So I think it's lower.
Lower. How do you get this question with the young people on this week? 55 for Steve, lower for Laura. The actual number of men who have a favorite toy they play with in the tub is 11. You're right, Laura. It's lower. Stop laughing, Laura. You got a 3. Higher than a 3. An 8. For the championship, yes. And Laura wins the championship. Oh, a good match. Now, Steve, you've got $100, but this is not goodbye. It's just so long because you're going to come back and play another match, all right? So you're going to get some rest. We'll see you in a little while.
Okay.
And, Laura, you come on down here with me. Congratulations. You won 2 in a row.
Right.
You're going to play for the big money now, right?
Right.
We'll be back with Laura and a grown-up to play the money cards right after this. I thank you, Gene. Gene had a little trouble with his. He tried to set up a train set in the bottom of his bathtub. It gave him a little bit of problems. Laura, are we ready for the money cards?
Sure am.
All right. Now, there's a lot of money up there, and I hope maybe put some money away for college or something. So we want to have one of your grown-ups come out and play with you. Who's going to come out?
My dad.
Your dad? Okay, let's bring him out. This is Neil Ballard coming out here. Hello, Neil. Nice to meet you. You must be very proud of her.
She played a great game.
She's a nice young lady, and now you cut those money cards, yes?
I did.
All right, let's get over and do it with the Ballards. Let's turn around and climb up here. Come on. And Melinda and Lois are dealing out those money cards. Now, the $200 you've already won, that you're going to keep. We're going to give you $200 of new money on each level and 3 cards on each level. Remember, your minimum bet's $50 till you get to the top card, the big bet, where you must risk at least half the money. You know how much money's up there, incidentally, Laura?
200.
No, if you would double all the way up at the top, you have any idea what that is?
No.
I can tell you, it doesn't sound like much, 200. That's $28,800 up there if you could do it.
I want it.
Here's $200. And remember, you can change the base card on each level, and we'll start the Ballards off with a king.
Okay.
All of it lower.
All of it lower. All of it lower.
$200 that this card is lower than a king. What a terrible start, but you're not out of it because you may be busted on this level, but it's still a great card. And remember the other $200. We're going to move it up. You can still build it up with 4 cards. Come on.
Lower. Okay.
$150 lower.
$150 lower. It ain't for the 10.
Right, okay.
$350.
Okay,
$50 lower.
$50 lower.
Minimum bet, $50 lower. They're right at a 3.
Oh, we got to go all of it higher, Ben.
All of it higher.
Trying to double it for 800. Yes!
Yeah!
Nice comeback so far. Not a very good card, but you
Change
don't have
that
to
card.
play it.
Change it. Change.
Oh, let's see a big comeback for the big bet. The Ballards. Oh, have a 9. You must bet at least $400. You have $800.
Okay.
You're looking.
400 lower.
Yeah.
400 lower.
Come on, let's see it. $400. Is this lower? No. Well, you held back, however, and that is $400, $200 in the game. That's $600, and that's
okay.
not too bad. Come on down.
Great.
Not exactly breaking the bank, but it's okay. Neil, come on down here. Thank you very much. Maybe we'll see you out here again soon if Laura can do it again. We'll find out if Laura can, because she's going to play her second match after we take time out for this.
That was tough.
Thank you, Gene. Lois deals out 2 brand new decks of cards. Ready to start a new match? Before we start that new match, I'm always kidding Gene, but we were talking about sports here with the audience, and I do want to congratulate his lovely daughter, Mia, who just won the Ventura County All-Around Equestrian Championship. That's very nice. Okay, gang, you ready?
Ready, yep.
Here we go. Gene's got to keep working to pay for those horses. We'll start the match with a question to Steve, and again, it was a toss of a coin as to how we start. And Steve, we asked 100 married men, if modern science discovered a way for men to become pregnant, would you be willing to have a baby? How many married men would be willing to have a baby?
Oh, I really don't think too many people would like to have babies. It's a lot of pain and kind of a hassle, I guess. So I'd say it's a really low number, maybe 5.
5 men said they would be willing to have a baby. Laura?
I don't think any men would want to have a baby, you know, because their wives probably sometimes complaining about, you know, pains they have at night. So I think that's going to be even lower than that.
Lower than that?
Yeah.
Way down low with this one. The actual number of married men who would be willing to have a baby is 17, not lower. It's a little higher.
Oh.
Well.
All right.
Is that part of the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat? I don't. Steve, you start off with a 6.
Oh, change the card.
Changing the 6. Good change,
yes,
a 2.
good card. Higher.
Higher than a 2. That's a jack.
Lower.
Risking it lower. It is a 6.
Free.
And Steve comes out on top of that. He needs 2 cards for the first game, and the question goes to you, Laura. Okay. Laura, we asked 100 girls who are seniors in high school, do you like it when a boy tries to kiss you on the first date? How many high school girls do like it when a boy tries to kiss them on the first date?
Okay, my sister, you know, she's, you know, well, anyhow, and I don't know.
What do you mean, well, anyhow? What is that?
Well, she might get mad if I use her, you know, so I won't really. Okay.
Well, if you whispered, no one would know.
Okay, right. No, well, I don't really know. I don't think I would, because, you know, what if they're, you know, don't know how to, whatever, you know. So I think that's going to, well, I'll say 25.
25 out of 100 high school girls like it when a boy tries to kiss on the first
That's gotta
date.
be higher. I know a lot of older kids, and I'm sure that they like it when they kiss on the first date. So I just think it has to be higher.
Higher than that. Laura does raise an interesting point. If they don't know how to do it, who wants to kiss them anyway? The actual number of high school girls who like it when a boy tries to kiss them on the first date is 86. Oh boy, is it higher.
Okay.
Steve, you've got a 6.
Change the card.
And a big change for Steve. Of course, a good
higher.
Higher than a 4. An 8.
Lower.
For the first game, Steve wins the game, and he has a leg up on a crack at his money cards. We'll be right back with these 2 nice people after this. That was very high.
This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
Before we start that new match, I'm always kidding Gene, but we were talking about sports here with the audience, and I do want to congratulate his lovely daughter, Mia, who just won the Ventura County All-Around Equestrian Championship. That's very nice. Okay, gang, you ready?
Ready, yep.
Here we go. Gene's got to keep working to pay for those horses. We'll start the match with a question to Steve, and again, it was a toss of a coin as to how we start. And Steve, we asked 100 married men, if modern science discovered a way for men to become pregnant, would you be willing to have a baby? How many married men would be willing to have a baby?
Oh, I really don't think too many people would like to have babies. It's a lot of pain and kind of a hassle, I guess.